Today I'm going to be creating a new power pod for the simple Scout. We crashed and destroyed this particular one. The firewall broke. On the plans here, I've already printed and cut out a section, a corner, so I could place it on the foam board and save a little bit of foam board and make my job a little bit easier. So the next steps, you'll see the time lapse of the actual build process. During the build process, and I follow basically flight tests instructions for building a power pod. But at the very end, you'll see I'm adding some, here in this section here, adding some fiberglass drywall tape, which gives it a lot of rigidity. Next, coming up, I'm going to be repositioning the servo for the elevator, for the rudder, and I had to take it out, position it, and take the old glue off, add the new, put it back in position, then glue it back up, and then I put my servo tester on there to make sure it's straight, and then I put a straight edge to make sure that the rudder is straight when I glue it in. And so therefore you have a lot less adjustment when you, there I was testing it. And then, so coming up next is I'm actually adding an extra piece for rigidity on the elevator because it had snapped in the last crash. I've actually put a stirrer stick there, but I needed a little bit extra. So what I did is I steam bent this piece of bamboo skewer, and so I could fit it in there, and I want to just use a little hot glue on there, and this actually is a very effective technique for giving a little extra rigidity to this particular repair. So in the next steps here, you'll see me actually going through the glue up and the steps I took there. So I'm just marking it, cutting it off, putting sharp points on the end just to make it easier to insert, test fit, then gluing it up. And um, now uh, now I'm just testing it, make sure it's got good travel and that it doesn't interfere with anything. And so I'm moving it a little bit better into frame and using my servo tester just to show that it has free movement here. So it adds a ton of stability to this particular um, repair. And so in the next sequence coming up, basically what I had to do is to excavate out a little bit of extra material behind the stirrer stick, because when the rudder went right or left, it would bump into the stirrer stick. So the sequence you're going to see next actually has me describing what that looks like. Some additional steps I had to take on repairing the elevator was to excavate a bit additional material from behind the stirrer, about 1/8 of an inch. This allows the rudder to move right and left without running into the stirrer. The stirrer, it sits a little bit further back than the original foam core, so that's why I had to excavate additional material out. So that allows it to move freely. If you like my videos, please like, comment, subscribe, and share, and thanks for watching.